Let me tell you a story. In the late 1970s, a group of ordinary young people found themselves drawn into a community that promised belonging, love, and purpose. At first, it felt harmless, but soon they were surrendering their money, their freedom, even their identities. This was the rise of one of the most notorious cults in modern history. Its leader had no supernatural power, no weapons, just words, just presence. Yet he convinced dozens of people to do the unthinkable. How? Through a dark psychology strategy we'll unravel tonight. A strategy that manipulates the deepest parts of the human brain. Our need to belong, our fear of rejection, and our craving for authority. So, what exactly was this strategy? At its core, it's a weaponized form of something psychologists call authority bias. It's the tendency of human beings to obey figures of power, sometimes even against their own moral judgment. The cult leader didn't just talk. He engineered his presence. Every detail, from the way he dressed, to the way he paused before answering questions, to how others in the group treated him, was designed to create an aura of unquestionable authority. And here's the terrifying part. Once that aura is established, the human brain takes a shortcut. Instead of analyzing every decision, we think, if he says it, it must be right. This isn't just cult psychology. It happens every day. A boss giving unreasonable demands, a partner slowly controlling your choices, a charismatic influencer selling you a dream. The mechanics are the same. Authority bias makes us vulnerable. But the dark psychology twist, the part that shouldn't exist, is how manipulators intentionally manufacture authority, even when they don't deserve it. Now, you might be thinking, that only happens in cults. I'd never fall for it. But the truth? You already have. We all have. Think about advertising. When a celebrity or influencer endorses a product, we don't always ask, does this really work? Instead, our brains shortcut. If they use it, it must be good. That's manufactured authority at work. Politics. Even darker. A well-tailored suit, a confident smile, a crowd applauding at just the right moment. Suddenly the candidate feels larger than life. Authority is staged, and millions obey. In relationships, it's subtle. A partner may constantly position themselves as the decision maker. At first, it feels convenient, but slowly, you stop questioning. Their authority becomes absolute in your world. See the pattern? It doesn't matter if it's a cult, a corporation, or a couple. The mechanics are the same. Manufactured authority hijacks our natural psychology. And most of the time, we don't even notice. Here's the part that most people never want to admit. None of us are immune. No matter how intelligent, how skeptical, or how independent we think we are, the human brain is wired to obey authority. That's why the first defense is awareness. The moment you feel someone is being elevated to a position of unquestionable power, pause. Ask yourself, did they earn this authority or was it staged? Second, look for isolation. Manipulators thrive when they cut you off from other voices. If someone discourages you from seeking outside opinions, that's a red flag. Third, trust discomfort. If your gut tells you something feels wrong, but you're pressured to obey anyway, listen to that instinct. It's your brain's last defense against psychological hijacking. Because once authority bias takes over completely, people can be led to do the unimaginable. History has already shown us how far it can go. The dark psychology strategy we've uncovered tonight is as subtle as it is terrifying. It doesn't rely on force. It doesn't rely on threats. It relies on something far more dangerous, our own instincts. Remember this, authority can be real, or it can be manufactured. And the scariest part? The difference isn't always obvious until it's too late. So the next time someone enters a room and silence falls, ask yourself, do they deserve my obedience, or am I just caught in the trap? If this video opened your eyes, even just a little, don't let it stop here. Share it with someone you care about, because awareness is the only cure for manipulation. And of course, subscribe to the channel, because in the world of dark psychology, knowledge isn't just power, it's protection.